Some frightening moments last night for people along BC's coast. A powerful 6.6 earthquake struck just off Vancouver Island. There was no major damage, but as Jill Bennett reports, it's another reminder what could happen when you live on the West Coast.
That was a doozer.
While not a true doozer, the quake that struck BC's coast Wednesday evening was felt by many posting videos of swaying chandeliers and high-rises.
I got really dizzy there for a minute.
The quake, measuring 6.6, struck off the coast southwest of Port Hardy, 11 kilometers below the surface. It was felt more than 570 kilometers away in Kelowna, BC.
Oh, it's not surprising because the earthquakes, when the energy is released, generates all kinds of waves. Some waves are very fast vibration and called high frequencies, and some waves are much longer, and the longer the waves travel longer distances.
So we've recorded hundreds of aftershocks overnight and into this morning.
The biggest aftershock measured 5.
And they're moving at different speeds. So the one to the south is moving at about 5 centimeters each year. The one to the north is moving at about 2 centimeters each year. And so there's sort of a shearing motion that's taking place along this fault zone.
The quake didn't cause any damage, even though it was a similar magnitude to the one that killed 185 people and caused major damage in New Zealand in 2011.
Christchurch earthquake was right underneath the city of Christchurch. This is some 50 kilometers offshore, and in fact there were really no communities until you get inland Vancouver Island.
But plenty of British Columbians felt the shaker. Another reminder the area is a very active earthquake zone.
It's just to recognize that in the region, in the Pacific Ring of Fire, we do have earthquakes all the time. And sometimes the activity increases in certain areas of the region, and in other areas it goes very quiet for a number of years.
And while this latest quake teaches us which plates are moving and which faults are active, it can't answer what is perhaps the most asked question: when and where the big one will hit. Jill Bennett, Global News, Vancouver.